Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to Final Fantasy X. We're still on the deck of the Albed salvage ship, and looks like there's nothing else to do but talk to Riku again.
You said... you play blitzball?
Uh-huh.
You know, you should go to Luca. Someone might know who you are, or you might find someone you recognize.
Luca?
Ah.
Huh.
Okay, leave it to me. I'll get you to Luca. Promise. You'd rather stay here?
Uh-uh.
Okay, I'll go tell the others. Wait here. Oh. And one thing. Don't tell anyone you're from Zanarkand, okay? Yevon says it's a holy place. You might upset someone.
Oh, uh-huh.
And there's our first mention of Yevon. And we're going to get a lot more of that as the game goes on. Yevon plays a big part.
Some kind of holy place? Yeah, right, I thought. Since when? Yevon? Sin? Luca? I thought Sin just took me to a faraway place that I could go back in a day or two. But 1,000 years into the future? No way! Whoa!
Things don't go smooth. So this is the first that we've seen Sin below water. And it looks like in this world, he's very much like Jaws or Cthulhu as being this just terror that waits in the water for you. And Tidus cannot catch a break. Honestly, considering how much trauma he's gone through, he has definitely handled it relatively well. So let's go ahead and save our game and see where we end up going from here. See, that right there kind of proves to me that they can breathe underwater.
Blitzball!
Hey, you okay?
Hey!
And that's the first familiar thing that Tidus has seen since he's ended up here in this world. So we'll go over there in a second. I see a dock here on the map. And in these games, docks usually mean that there's a treasure chest or something to be found. Never mind. I lied. Tell you what, the graphics look beautiful here. I really love it when video games go to worlds like this because this is so unlike anything I was exposed to growing up. Excuse me. There's our chest. Antidote ×2. And there's the water. Let's keep on exploring just a little bit more. You always want to do that because you don't know if you're going to be taken to another area by initiating... Oh. A dialogue. Oh, wow. Wakka's facials look sick.
Yo. Hiya.
You wanna try that move one more time?
Finally. Things were starting to look up.
It's a really awesome, like, Pele kick.
You know, amateur. Who you play for?
The Xanarkin Abes.
Way to go, Tidus.
What team you say again?
I meant, forget that.
Yeah.
I got too, close to Sin, and my head's all foggy, like. So, I don't know where this place is. Or even where I came from.
Sin's toxin got to you. But you're still alive. Praise be to Yevon.
Now, does that look familiar? From the first episode?
Alright, back to practice. I'm Wakka. Coach and captain of the Besaid Aurochs, brother. What? You hungry? Okay, back to the village. I'll get you something.
Okay, cool. So we continue our explorations over here. Can we... Nice. And then we'll talk to the team first. Hey! What do we got? Obtained moon crest. What is a moon crest? Alrighty. Longsword, buckler. A celestial token fashioned in the shape of the moon. Okay, no idea what that is. Might be something we have to use later for crafting or something like that. And looks like we're at the end of the line, so let's take a look here at the Besaid Aurochs. They're the team that really tries. And you'll see that here in a second. Playing a game of catch here. As you can see, as they're trying. They really are. They're not the best blitzers in Spira, as they say. So they would be like the AAA team, I guess. Stop closing my eyes when the ball comes down. Yep. Alright, Wakka. Let's go get some grub.
I felt like I could trust this Wakka, so I just had to ask.
How'd you get your hair like that?
It's true Xanarkin was destroyed, right? 1,000 years ago? So it's just a big pile of rubble now, isn't it?
Long time ago, there were a whole lot of cities in Spira. Big cities with machina, machines to run them. People played all day and let the machina do the work. And then, well, take a look. Sin came and destroyed the machina cities. And Xanarkin along with him. Yeah, that was about 1,000 years ago. Just like you said. If you ask me, Sin's our punishment for letting things get out of hand. What gets me, though, is we gotta suffer because of what some goofballs did way back when. Of course, we must always repent for our sins. That's important. It's just that it's hard to keep at it sometimes, you know?
It was just as Riku said. Wakka and Riku couldn't both be lying. Why would they?
But you from the Xanarkin Daves, that was a good one, huh? Hey, I'm not saying that team never existed, yeah? But you gotta figure, a team living in luxury like that be pretty soft, eh?
I appreciated the fact that Wakka was trying to cheer me up. But at that time, all I could think about was everything that happened to me. All this started with Sin. Maybe if I could find Sin one more time, I could go home. For now, I just live life until that time came. No more worrying about where or when I was. Sure, it was hard not to think of home, but I started to feel better already. A little better. Maybe.
The island life seems to suit Tidus. I also really liked during that scene, during Wakka's monologue where they panned the camera, you could see that chest that was hidden by the cove. So in case you missed it, you're able to get a peek of it and know where to go. Alrighty. Well, let's go ahead and join up with Wakka. I just realized that he has an upside down reverse mullet. Like, awesome hairstyle.
Hey, it's this way.
Okay. But you always try to go down the road less traveled. And it looks like we cannot go down that road, so... Oh yeah, I remember this. This is like some of the most mellow, easygoing music in the game. It's a perfect, perfect soundtrack for this area. Well, that wasn't Sparta, but that works.
What's the big idea?
I would absolutely love to swim or just visit a place like this. I grew up in the badlands/desert part of southeast New Mexico. New Mexico is actually a really beautiful state, but just not the area that I grew up in. Let's see, can we... Oh. Well, we get to see what Wakka can do, which is awesome. Piranha. And looks like these guys are in a group. Let's attack the group. And as you can guess what Wakka fights with. Good stuff. Maybe we can go ahead, and it looks like we had a power sphere there. Can we actually... Oh, we can move. So let's go ahead and move Tidus here on the grid. Yeah, power sphere. Defense increased by 1. Stellar. Now, can we explore the waters here? See if there's anything. I think there might be a few chests here under the water. We just have to be... Hey, there we go. Well, let's sink down here and actually... Can we reach it? Or is that just the camera? I think that might be the camera being a bit of an issue. And the chest has some guardians. And we've got 2 groupings. Take a little bit of chin music, that's fine. And we're getting Wakka some experience, which is good. There's a little bit of farming in this game, but it's not nearly as repetitive as I've seen from other games. Besides, you need all the stuff that you can find for the sphere grid. So... Well, come on. Oh, I was on the other side of the chest. Phoenix down. And now that we have someone in our party, we can actually use those. So let's just keep on keeping on here. I think we get a chance to revisit this place. So if we missed any chest, we'll discover it during the revisiting. So 3 singulars, 1 group. Might actually get the chance to practice with Tidus's overdrive. I like the concept of overdrive, but I like limit break a little bit better as the wording for your super move. Now, if I remember, Wakka, a lot of his attacks are very much power-based because of his strength, and he seems to be the only decent blitzball player in the local Zanarkand area. Or local, Besaid area, excuse me. Tidus is the best in the Zanarkand area. Now, my idea, this kind of tells you a little bit about Wakka's character, because we're here, he found a guy just swimming in the water. Doesn't know if he's a good combat vet or not, but hey, let's go ahead and go swimming through piranha-infested waters. Maybe it's a character test. And Tidus leveled up on the sphere grid again. And a strength upgrade, which is awesome. That means he does a little bit more damage with his sword. And we got a floating chest here. What we got? Camera angle. Did we just swim by it again? There we are. More antidotes. So that usually means when the game is giving you stuff, that poison mobs are probably going to be in the future. And we actually do have an overdrive. And we have 2 large groupings. Overkill for 431. Cool. It's going to be a while before we get to Wakka's, unfortunately. And it looks like he's probably going to need a potion here before too much longer, unless we get to a save point. I don't know if there's a boss fight on the way to wherever we're going. I think it's just, hey, look, there's a chest. Go get the chest, and then run into a bunch of different types of mobs along the way. This is essentially just showing off what Wakka can do. We need to see if he has any, like, super abilities.
Let me go!
Got a favor to ask you.
You want me on your team, right?
I guess that's a yes. Otherwise he would have kept on choking.
A major blitz tournament's coming up. All the teams in Spira will be there. It's so huge, I'm sure someone there will recognize you. Then you can go back to your old team, right? It'll be fun. What do you say, huh? Come on, come on.
It's something.
Sure thing.
But he knows that he's not going to find anyone.
Our team is gonna rock, eh?
And Wakka's like, thank God. Someone who can actually play.
I thought then that blitzball and Sin were the only 2 things that Spira and Zanarkand had in common. I wasn't too far off either.
Yeah, I was about to say.
This is where I was born. I started Blitz when I was 5. I joined the Aurochs at 13, 10 years ago. 10 years. And we never won a game. Well, after last year's tournament, I quit. Time seemed right.
What brought you back, though?
So, after quitting, I got this new job, yeah? But every time my mind wandered, I thought about the game.
10 years without a single win will do that.
My first match last year was my big chance. But something else was on my mind. I couldn't focus.
Nice excuse.
Hey, hey!
So, you want to win the next tournament. Go out with a bang. So, what's our goal?
I don't care how we do. Long as we play our best. If we give it our all, I can walk away happy.
No. If I say, what's our goal? You say, victory! When you play in a blitzball tournament, you play to win.
Victory? You're serious?
That kind of shows you a lot about Wakka's character, because the thought of winning had never even crossed his mind. But Tidus, being part of a championship team, and being a star back in Zanarkand, that's definitely something that he wants to...
The one from the sea.
Oh.
Be on guard. There are fiends on the road today.
And in the water.
After surviving your run-in with Sin, it would be a shame if something happened now.
Who are they?
Luzu and Gata, Crusaders.
Huh? Crews of what?
What, you forgot that too? Hey, sorry. Don't worry about it. I'll help you out.
Cool. In return, come tournament time, I'll make sure we take the cup.
Cool. About the Crusaders, you can ask them yourself. They got a lodge in a village.
But Tidus being a star in Zanarkand, he definitely doesn't want to just play his best.
Besaid village.
They got any food there?
We'll get you something over there later. Take a look around first. Let's see.
Nice island
Crusaders
guitar
lodge
vibe.
is over yonder. Luzu and Gata are usually there. All right. Over here.
Huh? What's up?
You do remember the prayer, right?
Don't want to say that he doesn't know any prayers. That could be insulting because he seemed to be a bit of a believer, so let's go ahead and just go with I don't remember.
I didn't know it in the first place, to tell the truth.
Man, that's like the basics of the basics. All right, I'll show you.
Which I believe was the symbol for victory
Go ahead, you try.
back in Zanarkand. So he's familiar with it. Because if you remember, the kids did it before he went and played the game.
Hey, not bad. Okay, now go present yourself to the temple summoner.
Any blitzball player would know that prayer. It was the blitzball sign for victory.
Good deal. I actually didn't know if it was for victory. Oh, hello, ma'am. Got anything to say? He favorites Lord O'Holland. So can we go into all the houses? Yes, we can. Odd clothes you got. Well, you guys are one to talk. So, looks like a community of fishermen, which makes sense because there's probably not a whole lot any other type of commodity that they could provide. Oh, we got a store. Cool. Potions, phoenix downs, and antidotes. And I think we're pretty good on all of that. We may have to come back, but we'll see. And one thing I really like is the fact that the radar lets you know where the doors are, so you know where you can actually go in and where you can't. Hey, Wakka.
Go present yourself to the temple summoner before we eat, yeah?
Well, it looks like the food's cooking. Now, looks like there's a path... Ah, yes there is. Since... okay. Ah, it's a destroyed house. Well, let's make use of the items. 400 gil. And a high potion. So that might actually save us a trip to the shop. And there's the Crusader tent. Let's do that one last before we... Oh, okay. They're craftspeople. They use looms to make cloth. So fishermen and fabric makers. Not bad. And I like the fact that people are like walking in and out of the different houses and such. Gives a really organic vibe to it. Hi. Oh, it's an inn. Alright, well, we will not take a nap as of yet, but what is this? Tutorials and basic terms. Ah. Alrighty. And a save point, and a kitty! Oh, I actually have a cat in that color. That's cool.
Hey, you! You were attacked by Sin, right? Recently, was it?
I think so.
So, Sin can't be far, right? You're not hiding anything, are you?
Why would I?
If Sin's nearby, it'll attack the island for sure. But it hasn't. I wonder why.
I'm sorry. I really don't know anything. To tell the truth, I don't even know what the Crusaders are.
You're kidding, right?
Sin, the toxin. Gotta tell him who we are.
Yes, sir! The Crusaders are sworn to battle Sin. We have chapters throughout Spira, accepting all who wish to join our struggle. The hero Mihen formed the Crusaders 800 years ago as the Crimson Blades. Later, our ranks grew and we called ourselves the Crusaders. We've been fighting Sin ever since.
What? You've been fighting 800 years and you still haven't beat it?
Well, we've steered Sin away from towns many times. And that's all we can do. Nobody's ever been able to defeat it. Our mission as Crusaders is to protect the temples, towns, villages, and people of Spira.
So, then whose job is it to defeat Sin?
Is Sin's toxin really this bad, sir?
It does seem rather bad. We could just tell you, but I think it better for you to try and remember. Go pray at the temple. Perhaps Yevon will help you regain your memory.
So the Crusaders are essentially a stopgap measure. Since they can't do anything, all they can do is really try and mitigate the damage that Sin causes. It's probably a honorable yet kind of depressing existence. Makes them very grim. But alright guys, we are going to go ahead and end it here at the lodge, and then in the next episode we will go ahead and meet the temple summoner. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you liked the episode, go ahead and leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help, and we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.